For a long time, I thought forgetting was a problem. If I forgot something, it meant I wasn't paying attention. It meant I wasn't smart enough. It meant I failed to remember. And honestly, I think a lot of us grew up believing that because in school, the students who remember everything are praised, and the students who forget things are told to you should focus more. We treat memory almost like a measure of intelligence. So naturally, forgetting feels like failure. But now I know that I was completely wrong because forgetting is not a mistake. It is something your brain is designed to do. Let me show you what I mean. You are studying late at night. Your notes are open. Your laptop too. Maybe there's coffee next to you. And you're finally focused. And then suddenly, a memory appears. Something embarrassing. Maybe you said something awkward. Or maybe you waved at someone who wasn't actually waving at you. And the worst part is that your brain doesn't just show you the memory, it replays the feeling too. The embarrassment, the panic, the cringe too, and just like that. You're not in the present anymore. You're back there, reliving it. And then you catch yourself. You pause for a second and you say, nope, not now. You push it away. You go back to your notes. That small moment, that quiet decision, is more important than you think. Because what you just did is forgetting, or more specifically, active forgetting. We usually think of memory in a very simple way, right? Like, if you remember things, it means that's good. If you forget things, that's bad. But your brain doesn't actually work like a storage memory because your brain is more like an editor. It constantly decides what matters, what does not matters. Because imagine if your brain remembered everything equally, every embarrassing moment, every sad conversation, every tiny, teeny detail from every single day. Your mind will become overcrowded. You will not be able to focus on what matters now because you'll constantly be trapped in everything that happened before. So, forgetting is not your brain failing, it is your brain filtering. And scientists actually discovered something really interesting about this. For a long, long time, people thought forgetting only happened naturally, like memories fading with time. But now, researchers know that the brain can actively suppress memories, meaning your brain is not just losing information accidentally. Sometimes it intentionally quiets certain thoughts, especially the ones that interrupt your focus, increase your stress, or cause you emotional pain. So, forgetting is not passive, it is active. Your brain is working behind the scenes all the time. Think about your emotional memories. Think about a moment that once hurt you deeply. Maybe a fight with your friend. Maybe someone said something that stayed with you for weeks. Or maybe you felt at something important for you. At first, it doesn't stay in the past. It follows you everywhere. Like you are trying to sleep and suddenly you remember it. It is exhausting, right? Like a broken song repeating in your head over and over again. And at that moment, it feels permanent. It feels like you will never stop thinking about it. But then, something changes. Weeks later, or maybe months later, the memory is still there, but softer. The details get blurry, the emotions calm down, and we usually say that, oh, time heals, right? But actually, your brain has been helping you the entire time. It has been slowly reducing the emotional intensity of that memory, not erasing it completely, just softening it enough for you to carry it without pain. The memory still exists, but it no longer causes you pain. And I think that's beautiful because sometimes we act like forgetting means something didn't matter for you, but that's not true at all. You can still value an experience without carrying its pain forever, right? Because forgetting is not always emotional, because sometimes forgetting helps us function in everyday life too. Now imagine trying to have a conversation while remembering every awkward interaction you've ever had. Like imagine trying to study while every old memory keeps distracting you, keeps distracting your mind. Your brain has to prioritize. It has to decide this matters right now and this does not matters right now. And honestly, we already help our brains do this all the time. Like you are studying and a distracting thought appears. Again you say, nope, not now. Back to your book, back to your focus. That's called active suppression. Your brain is stopping a thought before it takes control of your attention. It is basically like mental self defense, like closing pop up ads on your screens. At first, the thought keeps returning again and again, but the more constantly you push it away, you redirect your attention, the weaker that interruption becomes. And this completely changed the way I think about memory. Because we usually believe memory defines us. We believe that we think who we are is simply the collection of everything we remember. But I don't think that's fully true anymore. I think we are also shaped by what we let go of. Because not every memory deserves to remember. Some things are meant to teach you briefly and then fade. And honestly, that fading is sometimes what allows people to heal, to grow, and to move forward. So, the next time you forget something, maybe don't immediately judge yourself. Because maybe forgetting isn't proof that your brain is weak. Maybe it is proof that your brain is trying to help you survive in a world with too much information, too many emotions, and too many things competing for your attention. And the next time an old painful memory appears, and you quietly tell yourself, nope, not now. That's not weakness. That is your brain protecting your focus, your peace, your ability to move forward. Because your brain is not a machine built to store everything forever. It is a storyteller, and forgetting is part of how it edits the story so you can keep living it. Forgetting is not losing your memories, it is learning which ones deserve to shape your life. Thank you.